Hey, before we start, I just want to say Happy New Year's, because by the time this video is out, it's probably going to be 2024. But this year was actually nice, because I started the channel back in December 2022, and in a single year, we reached 100 subs. I know 100 subs in a single year may not sound a lot, since there's people who make or get 100 subs a day, but everything takes a little bit of time. Because you're not going to start a channel one day and wake up with 1 million the next. Or maybe you will, because really, the world is unpredictable. So here's some wise words before the year ends, or for the start of the year. If you ever want to start a YouTube channel, what's really stopping you in doing so? So in this video, there's going to be two topics. One is Johnny Somali and his court in Osaka, and the other one is Natalie Reynolds, who got arrested for a kidnapping prank. So recently on December 19th, Johnny recently went to court in Osaka. So if you don't remember what he did, he got charged with obstruction of business in a restaurant, where he was letting his chat play audio bits that were loud, annoying people, annoying the workers, and annoying the people who are eating.
Chinese virus. Hawaii. China number one. Hawaii.
And of course, everything he did was live stream, so he really couldn't say anything to defend himself from his actions. But he actually tried, because the court asked him, why didn't he just leave or lower the volume? He said that he was leaving, but if you watch the actual clip, he did not move at all. He let that audio play throughout the entire time he was there, until he was actually just kicked out. The maximum sentence for what he did is either 3 years in jail or 500,000 yen fine, which converted to USD is 3,500. Both he and his cameraman Jino, they were both in police custody for about 50-ish days straight. Originally, they were in custody for the trespassing on the construction site for about 22, and then rearrested again for the obstruction of a business for another 20. Since the police can hold you for I think about a maximum of 23 days, and how they were detained back to back for 50-ish days is that they did both things before they were detained for the first time. The trespassing charge was dropped on the both of them, but the obstruction wasn't for Johnny. So for the obstruction, all Johnny got was a fine, which made people kind of sad because they want to see this guy get imprisoned for what he did. The fine is about 200,000 yen, which converted is 1,400 USD. He said to the court that he'll quit streaming. Not sure if it's actually, or it's going to be one of those things where he's like, yeah, I'm going to quit streaming only in Japan, and I'm going to start streaming in South Korea. Because apparently, he also said that he's going to return to the US and go to school. Also, it seems like he might be able to still come back to Japan, because as cameraman, he got to keep his resident card to stay in the country. But as of right now, the only thing that's for certain is the 200,000 yen fine. But once January 10 rolls around, we'll know what the actual punishment is, because things can still change from the 200,000 yen to something worse, since the final verdict of his court is on January 10th, 2024. The prosecutor said that the motive to entertain the viewers is selfish in many cases of filming and disturbing acts of clout. Appropriate punishments is necessary for prevention. And Johnny's last statement was that he said that, I regret my behavior and I apologize. I want to make it clear that I will no longer film or stream of any kind in the future, I swear. But a lot of people are just hoping he gets deported, banned from re-entering Japan. So Johnny's still in custody because, he's still being prosecuted. But Jino, on the other hand, after the 50 days, he just started talking about everything that's been happening since he's now being prosecuted. Jino said that he's no longer going to stream IRL stuff in Japan because it's actually dangerous for him. Because when he was originally detained, the police told him that they had so much evidence on him, but mainly Johnny, which is why he's only being prosecuted. And really, he just doesn't want to risk it. The reason why Jino wasn't being prosecuted for the obstruction at the restaurant was that he did nothing. In the actual stream, you could see that he was actually just eating his food while Johnny was doing everything because he had all the stuff on him that was making all the noise. And, well, he recorded everything in 4K. So, they really only could have gotten Johnny. Also, the reason why people think the trespassing got dropped was that in the actual stream, Johnny wore a mask, and Jino, being the cameraman, he didn't show his face on the actual stream. Now the Natalie Reynolds stuff. So Natalie Reynolds is a kick streamer like Johnny, where in the past week, there's been two controversies with this person. The first is that she wore painted pants to the gym. She wore actual clothing covering her parts, which is at least better than what Twitch streamers are doing now. But everyone thought that she was butt naked, doing this because of the way that she implied it. But with the amount of backlash, she actually said that she was wearing a sports bra and swimming bottoms just painted over to look like pants. But really, even swimming bottoms don't even cover a lot. Also, not sure if she actually started working out on machines, but if she did, it would have been sweat mixed with paint on the machines, which, I don't think she would probably clean up, because that's how just influencers like these are. Also, because the whole point of that stream was to see how people would notice and what reaction they would give to see someone wearing painted clothing at a gym.
If you don't have clothes on, you need to be out of here, man. I do have clothes on. That's funny.
Go closer.
How's the wife? That is fine. I work in the industry enough to know. I work in the entertainment field.
He's saying you need to leave. He's not.
No, not report you for decency.
Report me.
Cool. I mean, she's covered, so.
Yeah, she's covered.
She's covered, so we're not supposed to videotape her.
Because the whole point of a gym is for people to better themselves, not a place where you can just record people for money. Because there are people who are self-conscious about how their body is in general, and even more so when they're working out. By the way, the clip that she posted on Twitter, because she tried to frame it like this guy was in the wrong when all he was doing was explaining gym etiquette. But luckily, everyone in the comments was against her and defending the guy. And she still tried to justify it, saying that you have bodybuilder competitions, they wear stuff like that all the time. The reason why they wear less is to show everyone how hard they work to be on that stage and to show people the definition and the dedication they have to working out. And they only wear it when they're on stage, not when working out. You were doing it while you're working out and you're doing it just for clout. Then she tried comparing it to other women working out in shorts, saying that's just the same thing. But they're actually there to work out. They're wearing shorts and they're not there forming reactions from other people. They're trying to better themselves. And there are so many people like telling her to like back off, because I think on that tweet alone, there was about 40 million views and everyone was just giving her backlash. And it took her a whole 4 days for her to just give out an apology. And the second controversy that she did was a kidnapping social experiment. This is what I don't get. Why would you put the time to do a kidnapping social experiment and not do something like surprise kitten adoption experiment? Because I feel like people would want to watch that because it's wholesome and you get to see people's reaction, which apparently that's what you're going for. And there are kittens on the stream, because who wouldn't want a surprise kitten adoption? The story behind it is that she got permission from parents to see if their kid would pass or fail the experiment, to see if the kid would go into the van. Not sure how many kids did it, but obviously one kid fell because, you know, someone saw a kid enter the van drove away, and people called the police. And apparently you got 15 cop cars and 3 helicopters on them. But the actual story is that they pulled up to a random Walmart asking random kids and adults if they wanted free candy. And really, you had parents defending their kids because, you know, it's a random person asking if they want free candy. One group did. They went to the back of the van. She opened up the van. There's a guy just tied up, just like, you know, moving around. And she gives the candy to the kids because the whole point was that she would give the candy and she would say, don't follow strangers. But then later in the video, they're at like a rented house on like Airbnb or something. A neighbor comes up, tells them that she called the police on them for the van because the van literally just says free candy. And, you know, the person had like 2 kids with them. So after a little bit, you know, they're like arguing with each other and they drive away. And then, you know, that's when they get caught by the police. Also, I couldn't find the video anywhere else, but luckily this person right here, La Vinci Frost, they actually recorded their reaction to the video because I haven't seen this anywhere else other than their channel. So, you know, that's about it. If you like, then sub. If you sub, you might get another video.